4 left in the frame. Couple of shots in that sequence. As the faceoff comes to the left of Nicholas Sode. Puck drop won by the Knights. Hold it in at the point, send it along the near boards and back behind the net. From the far corner now, played in by Cernko. Tough angle, bottom of the circle, taken away by the Yellow Jackets. They send it out and held in at the blue line. Cernko in the corner now. Centering attempt, ends up back behind the net. Back to Cernko, far side. Over to the near corner, taken away, Yellow Jackets. Calabrese tried to clear, he does. It goes out to Novak. Skating in with good speed, got out round one, but then lost the puck. Held in, though, by Orlock. Orlock and Novak battling along the boards with a pair of Knights. It ends up back out in the neutral zone, and now the Knights come ahead. A good feed over to the other side. Begley with a shot, and it deflects up and out.
I think Sode got a paddle on that one, deflecting in the back of the net. Apologize to our viewers here. The stream was not pushed live there for like about the first 3 minutes or so. You didn't miss any goals, but you did miss a lot of end-to-end action for sure. There was actually a goal that was waved off for the Knights. It was knocked in with a high stick.
So we have 8:50 left to go in the opening frame. 3 shots for either side. No goals, as you mentioned. Brandon Januska along with Eric Willowite. Knights and Yellow Jackets. Squirt Minor. A spot in the championship game at stake between these two teams. A win for the Knights, and they will be playing tomorrow. Yellow Jackets need a little bit of work to get in. There's a shot. Goes just wide, looking for the near post. Here come the Knights, back the other way. Hill from the corner, turned it over. Held in, though, by the Knights. Krumanager sent it around deep to Kemlagi. It was Kemlagi who had his goal waved off because of that high stick call. Tries to feed it out to the far corner. It does go there. No one there, so skating in from the point was the defenseman for the Knights. Sends it back around the boards to the near side. 7:45 and counting left in period 1. 3 shots apiece, no goals. Pushing forward was Wilson, and entering the zone offsides were the Yellow Jackets. 7:32 to go in the opening frame. We're scoreless, Yellow Jackets and Knights.
Yeah, a lot of good end-to-end action so far in this game. 7.5 minutes to go, but as you mentioned, Brandon, you're still scoreless.
Again, if the Knights win or tie, they are in. After wins over the Leafs and Hawks earlier on. Against the Leafs yesterday and the Hawks earlier today. Yellow Jackets need to win by 4 or more, as a win over the Knights would then make a 3-way tie between the Knights, Yellow Jackets, and Hawks. And it would come down to goal differential in just the games between those 3 teams. Sent out toward the point. Yellow Jackets can't clear their end yet. Battled near the blue line, still held in by the Knights. Along the near boards out of our vantage point as it wraps closer to the corner and now squirts out top of the circle. Novak has it. He'll carry it out for the Yellow Jackets and push back the other way. 6:40 and counting in the first, no score. Novak skating in deep. Centers one toward the crease. Nobody there to slam it home. Orlock spins and shoots wide. Now another centering chance. Back out to Orlock. In the crease, it's loose and swatted away by a Knights defenseman. Back out through the neutral zone. Chasing it down is Manzella. Then plays it forward. Knights went off for a change. And now the Yellow Jackets will go off for a change of their own as they played it in deep. Knights come back the other way, approaching the 6-minute mark of the opening period. No score. A shot in on net, into the body, and absorbed by Nicholas Sode. He holds and draws the whistle with 5:59 to go in period 1.
Well, we had several A-plus games of the 11. This is our 11th calling today, and this one's kind of living up to it as well, Brandon.
It certainly is. Again, a spot in the championship game on the line. These two teams know it. Pushing forward with the puck is Begley. Lost control, dumps it back out into the neutral zone. Yellow Jackets push ahead. Sent around the boards behind the Knights net. Knights gain possession, and they push it back out to center ice. Re-entering the zone was Vinus Pros, but offsides is the call. A Yellow Jacket was still in the offensive end. 5:21 left in period 1. We're still scoreless. Face off from the far dot. And it's the Knights who gain possession of it. Push it forward along the boards. Now Yellow Jackets with the puck. Sent ahead by Novak. Orlak puts one in on goal. Pozzolo uses the paddle to put it under his glove and covers it up to freeze the puck. 5:04 left in the opening frame. No goals allowed for either side. Knights and Yellow Jackets scoreless. Face off to the left of Giuseppe Palazzolo. From the point, a shot kicked wide. From the far corner, a couple of players down on the ice. Puck went right to them. They get up and continue to play on. Yellow Jackets with the puck, try to center it, never got through. Hit a Knight in the lane as that one goes right through the slot. Orlak will chase it down in the corner. Orlak tries to center, it goes right through to the far side. 4.5 remaining in the first. And back out beyond the blue line. Orlak sends it back in, Novak to chase. Cleared to the blue line, but not out. Orlak with a shot, it deflected over toward the near corner. As we have a penalty upcoming, 4:16. Looks like a hooking call. 4:16 left in the first. And it'll be the Knights going to the power play. Correction, it'll be the Yellow Jackets going to the power play. It's on Bodie Kemlagi, number 10 in black, sitting in the box for the next minute and a half. Yellow Jackets man advantage, no score. And now a shorthanded opportunity. Here come the Knights skating in. The shot and a save by Nicholas Sode.
That's a big-time glove save on a shorthanded opportunity for the Knights.
What a great look by Ezra Casper. Even better save by Sode. Faceoff will come now to his left. 4:06 remaining in the opening period. Yellow Jackets on the power play, but it's the Knights on the pressure. As a flip in on net is covered up. Minute 17 to go on the power play, and right now Yellow Jackets just trying to get it out of their end.
Yeah.
4:02 left in the first. Shots in favor of the Knights, 6-5. Another face-off to the left of the Yellow Jackets goaltender. Face-off won by the Knights. They keep it in deep initially, then sent back out to center ice. Novak trying to race to the puck. Won't get there in time. Stanberry was going as well, but it goes all the way down for an icing call. And back into the Yellow Jacket end it goes. 1:08 still on the penalty. 3:53 in the first. Still a scoreless draw. Novak and Krumenager. As it comes back out to the neutral zone, Knights have to retreat to go after it. Barrett Stanberry will get to the puck first. Skate back behind the net. And ringing around, 55 seconds still to go on the Kamalagi penalty as a shot. Glove save by Palazzolo.
Well, these goaltenders are making some big-time saves, Brandon. Palazzolo with a big one there to keep it scoreless.
The power play opportunity. Much of this power play has been in the Yellow Jackets' end. They finally got a clean look, and Giuseppe was up to the task. Palazzolo with a huge glove save. 45 seconds still on the penalty. 3.5 to go in period one. Scoreless game. Here come the Yellow Jackets. A centering pass never connected. Kept in, though, by Calabrese. Now out to the point. A shot goes all the way in on Palazzolo. Pad save. Back the other way come the Knights. 20 seconds still on the Yellow Jacket power play, but they're once again on the defense. Here's Hill. Centers it. And the shot. Rebound. Score! The Knights strike first, and they do it shorthanded. Harrison Begley with the opportunity.
Or was it Hill? Oh, 95, yeah.
Begley was there just to clean it up after the initial shot was saved from Hill. Begley with the goal. Still 10 seconds left on the Yellow Jackets power play, but again, it hasn't been a great one for them. So they've been on their own end for most of it and now have given up a shorthanded tally. Knights with the lead late in this first period. 2:40 to go in the opening frame, and the Knights on the attack. Back at full strength. Yellow Jackets just dump it through center ice. It will not go far enough for icing. The Knights will play it around their own end. Battle through the neutral zone. Tips fighting for possession. Still playing along the near boards. Who comes away with it? The Knights send it around. Played by Sode back behind his own net. Just gives the Gavin Crawley who wraps it around. Held in by Krumanager. And now taken back out. Landon Tips with the puck on his stick. Gets around one man. Skating in. Puts one on Palazzolo. And fought away back to the far corner. That one flips all the way down, rolling on its end. And it'll be collected by the Yellow Jackets. They trail 1-0. 90 seconds remain in the opening frame. Here they come with Falk. Turns it over. Sarandos. Now the Yellow Jackets on the attack. Novak makes a move. Pad save. Got a little too close to Palazzolo. Held in Manzella. The shot goes all the way in. Deflects wide. A minute remaining in the first. Yellow Jackets continue to press. Novak moves in. Backhanded shot. It's out in the crease and loose. The Knights pounce on it. Send it out. And now back the other way they come. Here's Kellen Hill skating in. A shot. He scores! Brought it over to the left. Shot to the right. It's 2-0 Yellow Jackets. Make that 2-0 Knights. As they were able to beat Yellow Jackets goaltender Nicholas Sode on that one. Just a great opportunity there. 44 seconds left in the first. Knights by 2.
So Hill factoring in the 2 goals here for the Knights. Scoring on that one. You're getting the assist on the rebound goal previously.
Now the Yellow Jackets trying to make something happen. Put it in on Palazzolo. He gloves and holds for the whistle. 32 ticks remain in the first period. 11 shots apiece, but 2 of them went in for the Knights. They lead 2-0. As we have a penalty coming up. That's against Harrison Begley. Yellow Jackets trail by 2. They're headed to another power play.
They can use one here, trailing by 2.
They'll hope this one goes a little better than their first. Gave up that shorthanded goal and were on the defense throughout most of that man advantage. Face off to the left of Palazzolo. Yellow Jackets send it around back behind the Nets goal. 25 seconds remain in the first period. If there's not a goal, the power play will continue into the second. Knights try to carry it out themselves, make something happen shorthanded once again. They enter the zone. Casper sends one in on net. It's loose and poked away out to the near boards. 3 seconds left on the clock. 2-1, and there's the horn, as it was the Knights shorthanded once again on the attack late in the first period. There will be 58 seconds still remaining on the Harrison Bagley power play, or rather penalty, power play for the Yellow Jackets when the second period gets underway, but it's 2-0 Knights after a period. This is Central State's playoff hockey on Stream Sports Midwest. Ready to get the second period underway. Central State's playoff hockey on Stream Sports Midwest. Brandon Januska along with Eric Willowhite. Knights with a 2-0 lead over the Yellow Jackets in this Squirt minor matchup. Yellow Jackets do still have 50 seconds on the power play as they try to push forward. The Knights have dominated even when down a man. Whenever the Yellow Jackets have been on the power play, it's been lopsided against them as a shot in on Palazzolo there, fought away. Yellow Jackets now getting some pressure. 30 seconds still on the Harrison Bagley penalty. Knights can't clear, held in at the blue line. Second attempt, still held. And flung in on Palazzolo, who gloves and holds. 16 seconds left on the power play. 12:18 to go in period two. 2-0 Knights on top. First period goals from Harrison Bagley and Kellen Hill for the Knights. Faceoff will come to the left of Palazzolo. It'll be Augie Jones to take it for the Knights. Against, it looks like Michael Calabrese. Ends up in the near corner and then back out to center ice. Here come the Knights. It's Cernko skating in and just drifts one. He went right, the puck went left, just slowly drifts it by Nicholas Sode. What a goal. Another short-handed tally for the Knights, and they lead 3-0 with 12:06 to go in period two. The misdirection there on that one. Just slowly drifted the puck, but his body went over to the right, or Sode's left. Puck went to the near post. 3-0 Knights as the penalty expires. Both teams now at full strength. Yellow Jackets trying to get on the board, send one out toward the crease. Couldn't slam it home. That's kicked aside. A shot from Tips. And now the Knights try to counter. Cernko, who just scored a moment ago, looking to do some more damage in the near corner, battling for the puck. Yellow Jackets come away with it. They bring it across. And a shot. Pad save made by Palazzolo. Now the Knights send one long. This will be in on target. And covered up by Sode to draw the whistle. No whistle.
Yeah, I don't think there should have been. There were not any Knights players within any vicinity there. You let that play on. You don't blow that whistle.
Looked like it was covered initially, but then uncovers and plays it back out. But now the Knights do have possession behind the Yellow Jacket net. Under 11 to go in period 2. It's 3-0 Knights. Trying to add on. Yellow Jackets come away with the puck. Along the near boards toward the corner. Knights have it. Try to get a shot in. It drifts in. Couldn't get much on it. Was Kellen Hill. Sode covers it up and draws the whistle this time. 10:41 to go in the second.
I just noticed the two-tone helmet there for Sode.
A man between the pipes for the Yellow Jackets. Face-off coming to his right. Won by the Knights. Sent across. Robinson tries to get one in on net. It's loose in the crease, and they score! I believe that was Bodie Kemlagi who finished it off.
And now a 4-0 lead.
As they extend to that 4-0 advantage. 10:33 to go here in period 2. Knights once again right back on the attack. Here is Kemlagi. Centers one for Hill. It's taken away but kept in. Now it ends up on the stick of Manzella trying to clear for the Yellow Jackets. They'll skate out with it. Making a move, Calabrese. They enter the zone, sent in deep. Novak tried to chase it down and sent back the other way. Here comes Hill. Has an outlet pass. Hill shoots, and it's deflected up and over the net. That one sent toward the crease. Ended up on the stick of a Yellow Jacket, and back the other way comes Novak. Novak has it poked away. Harry Adams with the move. Now Novak again. Tried to get around 3 different Knights players, couldn't do it. Kept in though, shot goes wide through the slot. Along the near boards, 9.5 to go, period 2. It's 4-0 Knights on top. Knights won each of their first 2 round-robin games as they have possession and are pushing ahead. It's Kemlagi who shoots while falling down, covered up by Sode. Draws the whistle, 9:13 to go in period 2. 4-0 Knights ahead.
Shots are only 17-14 in favor of the Knights, but I shouldn't say only. That's a lot of shots, but it's not like the Yellow Jackets haven't had theirs.
Yeah, both teams have definitely had the opportunities. Knights have finished them.
Yep.
That one's in on net. Absorbed by Sode. Holds for the whistle. 9:04 to go in period 2. Face-off coming to the left. Knights hold it in. Now the Yellow Jackets push out the other way. It's Logan Wilson who skates in and just drifts one in on that. Palazzolo kicks it aside. Robinson, cross-ice pass as they clear the zone. Henry Rhodey sends it around back behind, chasing it down. Robinson taken away there. Landon Tips tries to get it out. And it pushed ahead. Now they do clear their end. And skating in with it. Backhand attempt, Venice Pros. And taken away by the Knights. They're back the other way. Sent ahead, Robinson tries to split a pair. And in on net. Last touch went just wide through the crease. From the corner now, Cernko pushes it toward the opposite corner on the near side. Skating in with it, Hill. Tried to set up a shot, ends up back behind the net. Cernko gets it back behind the net once again, and then turned over. Here comes Manzella. Manzella skates in. Went a little ahead of the puck as that's in on net. Tips was right there as well, but it's kicked away.
OU is offside just over the blue line there. Otherwise, that would have been a nice stretch pass.
That was Augie Jones entering a bit early.
Yep.
4-0, Knights in front. 7:29 left in the second. Knights have definitely had the more sustained pressure, but as we mentioned, shots are almost even. 17-16 in favor of the Knights. Yellow Jackets have had their looks. They've particularly struggled when they've had the man advantage. 2 shorthanded goals already for the St. Louis Knights. And now the Knights pushing ahead, this time even strength, and Cernko moving in. Tried to center one, it was picked off. Held in though, shot. Went off a skate of Orlak and in on net. Went just a little wide.
There's a 1-on-4.
It's Liam Novak, has great speed. He pushes it ahead and then brought down, no whistle.
Yeah, I don't know.
Play on.
Just multiple contact between players like a bowling pins.
Novak a little slow to get up, and so entering the zone, the Yellow Jackets are off sides as Novak making his way over to the Yellow Jacket bench. 6:51 to go in period 2, 4-0 Knights in front. Novak was just trying to do it all himself right there and just taking down hard to the ice. After the offsides, it comes back out to the neutral zone, the near dot. Along the near boards. Carencia battling for it. It's taken away by the Knights. Here they come, Kellen Hill. Hill with a backhanded try. And it ends up back behind the net. 6.5 to go in period 2. Knights by 4. Kellen Hill once again centers it.
Oh!
The shot drew iron against the crossbar. Still loose. Back behind the wraparound. There's the goal. It's Kellen Hill. Never gave up on the play. It was still loose. After a shot, drew iron, hitting the crossbar. It was just loose out in the crease, ended up back behind. Seemed like they couldn't find it. Nicholas Sodi, at least, the Yellow Jackets goalie. The wraparound attempt ends up in the back of the net. Kellen Hill with his second goal of the game.
We're going to get a timeout called here by the Yellow Jackets. And why don't we take it with them?
We'll step aside. This is Central State's playoff hockey on Stream Sports Midwest. It's 5-0, Knights in front. Five 5-0 Knights in front after they just added their 5th tally. They win the draw. 6:08 and counting left in the second period. Shots in favor of the Knights, 2016. This one goes in on net, and Giuseppe Palazzolo gloves and holds. 6:01 left in the second. Palazzolo has 17 saves already in this one. Yellow Jackets have had some clean looks. Just haven't found a way to put one in the back of the net. Face off to Palazzolo's left. Won by the Knights. Now a tie up at the bottom of the circle. Knights able to push it out and skate with it. That was Jones who sent it across. Clean entry. Back to Jones, the shot was kicked aside by Sodi. That was a clean feed from Ezra Casper. Knights trying to get it back. Yellow Jackets clear their end. Manzella the other way. Skates around one man. Shot off the body of Palazzolo. Ends up behind the net. Taken away by Luke Range. Range with a strong pass out to Robinson, who's knocked down by Gage Orlak. Battle along the near boards now right below us.
We got a penalty.
Delayed penalty. The arm is up. The Yellow Jackets will go back and touch it, and that'll draw the whistle. Knights heading to the power play. See who it is getting sent off. I believe Gage Orlak. Yes, number 60 in white. So already with a 5-goal lead, the Knights have scored twice shorthanded. Now they have a man advantage opportunity on the power play for the next 90 seconds. 5:03 left to go in period 2. 5-0 Knights. Face-off coming to Sodi's right. Shot goes wide. That was from Cernko. As the puck ends up being gloved by Sodi. 4:55 to go in the second period. Face off to the left. Minute 22 on the Knights power play. There's the puck drop, won by the Knights cleanly. From the point now to the near side. A shot goes all the way through and back behind. That was Begley flipping it in toward the net. Now Cernko. Back out to the point. Sarandos sends it back to the corner. Playing it there, Luke Range. Taken away though by Tips. Held in by the Knights. 55 seconds still on the penalty to Orlak. Sent in on net. Sodi covers it after the second effort. Knocked it down initially, then covers 48 seconds on the power play. 4:21 to go in the second period. 5-0 Knights.
21 shots by the Knights. 5 getting past Sodi here. He still played a pretty strong game, but yeah, there's been a lot of good looks for the Knights here.
Certainly have. 16 saves, though, for Nicholas Sodi. 18 for Palazzolo. Knights continuing their pressure. That hit a body, never got to Sodi. Now the Yellow Jackets try to clear. 35 seconds on the Knights power play. Yellow Jackets pushing the other way. Taken back away by St. Louis. Cernko will skate out with it and enter the zone, coming along the near side. Skates back behind, puts it out in the crease, loose puck. Still loose, Knights pry it free and bring it back out to the high slot. Now toward the point, held in by the Knights. Battle along the near board, sent in and centered. Cernko leaves it for a teammate, the shot into the glove, that was Begley. Cernko would have had to backhand it. That was a nice feed to leave it for Begley, who could shoot it with the forehand. Ends up in the glove of Nicholas Sodi. 3:28 remaining in the second. Face off on the left side of Nicholas Sodi. Won by the Knights. Then played right to the Yellow Jackets, and skating on it, Gage Orlak fresh out of the box. Both teams at even strength. A shot in on Palazzolo. Makes the save and holds. 3:17 to go in the second period. 5-0 Knights ahead.
Well, Yellow Jackets here, offensive zone draw. They're having a conversation. They're late change, so they're sending player back out on the ice, and Wilson.
That's Logan Wilson. As Wilson gets the puck and shoots right into the glove of Palazzolo. Beautiful save, and you put someone right on the ice, puck comes right to him. Just a better save by Giuseppe Palazzolo. Faceoff will come to Palazzolo's left. 3:13 left in the second period, 5-0 Knights. The Knights play it around behind their own net. Held in by the Yellow Jackets and Novak. That's put in on net and gloved once again. Palazzolo holds, drawing the whistle. 3:01 in period 2. Faceoff will be on the other side now. The right of Palazzolo. Won by the Knights. Around the boards, back behind the net. To the near side. Played toward the blue line and now out. Yellow Jackets will have to retreat. Coming in hot is Hill. The Knights collect at center ice. Then taken away by the Yellow Jackets. They push ahead. A flip chance. Never got through. Calabrese tried to put it in on net.
That hit the rough in the rib cage there.
Puck that just shot up into the official. As the Knights able to dump it in and go off for a change. 2:20 and counting left in period 2. Knights by 5. On the attack. Tried to center one. No one was there except Manzella, who pushes it back the other way. It'll be Range who gets there first for the Knights. Held in, though, by Landon Trips. Battle in the far corner. Centering attempt picked off by Luke Range. Off the boards, but held in. Ethan Falk was there to keep it. Knights battle for it. Try to ring it around the boards. Not out. Holding the blue line were the Yellow Jackets. Minute and a half remaining in the second. 5-goal lead for the Knights. Yellow Jackets trying to find their way on the board, but the Knights able to come out. And now they go the other way. Jack Cernko with the puck. And help. Centers one, and it just gets away from Hill. Now sent back in. Hill with another chance. Shot off the body of Sodi. There was a rebound for a moment before it was covered up. 1:11 left in the second period. It remains 5-0 Knights.
That was a pretty good sustained sequence inside the Knight zone by the Yellow Jackets, but then it ends on the other end here with the Knights getting a scoring chance. That was probably the best the Yellow Jackets pressure they've had in a little while.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple of times where it looks like the Yellow Jackets are going to do something, and then right back the other way come the Knights.
Yep.
Including a couple of short-handed goals already for them. Minute 10 left in period 2. 5-0 Knights lead. A shot in on net. Kicked aside with the pad of Sodi. Out along the far side. Orlak tries to clear the zone. He does. Plays it up to Novak, who enters on the attack. It's taken away there by Jack Cernko. Around the boards to the near side. Yellow Jackets play it in deep. A shot goes wide from Orlak. And now just chipped off the boards. Here come the Knights back the other way. A pass just missed the extended stick of Cernko. Chases it down in the near corner. 30 seconds left in the period. 5-0 Knights lead. As the puck drifts out to center ice, battling along the boards. Novak has it. He'll skate ahead. Enters the zone. Novak trying to get a shot off. Being forced into the corner. Now just looking for an opportunity to center it. Knocked off the puck.
8 seconds. 8 seconds.
5 seconds left in the second period. So the puck comes back out to center ice. Cernko will just let it drift into the corner as the horn sounds. It's 5-0. Knights in front Yellow Jackets had some pressure and some opportunities in that period, but can't find the back of the net. We head to the third. Knights 5, Yellow Jackets nothing. This is Central State's playoff hockey on Stream Sports Midwest. Set to begin period 3, 5-0 Knights on top, so the clock will continue to run and will only stop for a penalty, or if the Yellow Jackets can find a way to score and decrease that deficit. Trailing by 5, 5-0 Knights ahead, beginning this third period. Again, with a win, the Knights are in the championship game tomorrow. They will have a clean sweep if they can win this one, already beating the Leafs yesterday 5-0, and the Hawks earlier today 5-2. Yellow Jackets fell to the Hawks yesterday 7-4, beat the Leafs 5-1. They need to win if they want to get in, need to beat the Knights. Trailing by 5, as an icing call will bring the puck back over to our left into the Knights zone. Clock continues to run, as I said. A minute into this third period. Shots in favor of the Knights, 24-21. Face off to the left of Palazzolo. He's working on a shutout. Centering attempt. Couldn't slam it home. And now here come the Knights. Pushing forward was Kellen Hill. Now sent into the corner for the Knights. Skating ahead with it was Casper. And now a shot from Hill. As it's covered up. We may have a penalty coming up, actually, with the clock continuing to tick. And now the clock will stop, yes, because of a penalty. The clock does stop, 11:11 to go in period 3.
Orlock.
And it'll be the Knights on the power play. Gage Orlack, number 60 in white and yellow, into the box for the next 90 seconds. 5-0 Knights lead. So they have the man advantage. Centering attempt, the shot from the high slot. Goes in on net, it's gloved and held by Sodi. Barrett Stanberry with that shot. Clock continues to run, so less than a minute to go on the power play. Face-off won by the Knights. Along the near boards. Comes out toward the point. And Novak able to carry it out of the zone for the Yellow Jackets. Center on the other side before turning it over. Knights back the other way. Kellen Hill sent it ahead for Begley. Back to Hill. And it's stripped there. Manzella will just send one in toward the net. Goes wide. That'll kill some time on the penalty. 20 seconds remain on the Orlack infraction. Less than 10 to go in the period. 5-0 Knights. Yellow Jackets trying to do something. Short-handed wraparound attempt. And a nice save by Palazzolo. That was Novak with the try. Manzella will chase it down in his own end for the Yellow Jackets. Flips it ahead. Ethan Falk losing balance. Actually, that was Landon Tips, 97. Losing his balance before sending it ahead. Yellow Jackets from behind their own net now. Try to ring it around the boards. And out they do. Collected at center ice by the Knights. Could not regain entry. Along the near boards right below us. Now Wilson skating onto it, entering the zone. Wipes out when he got to the puck. And it clears the end.
I almost thought that went into the Knights bench. They were ducking for cover. I was ducking for cover.
Instead, it stayed along the boards and went out to the other side. Now here's a clean look. The shot off the side of the cage. That was Ezra Casper. Yellow Jackets push ahead. Back at even strength. The penalty is over for Orlac. A shot goes wide. Looking far side. Knights the other way. They've been really good at the counterattack today. Yellow Jackets send it out to the near boards, but held in by Kemlagi. Kemlagi bodied off the puck. Yellow Jackets able to clear it out. And now they skate ahead. They have numbers pushing forward. Here's Landon Tips. Tips puts one in on net. Kicked aside. Palazzolo. Into the corner it goes. 8-minute mark of the third period. 5-0 Knights ahead. Held in by the Yellow Jackets. That's in on net. Loose puck just paddled over to the far corner. A wraparound try put in to
and
the
it
body,
scored.
and it scores. It just trickled through. It looked like Palazzolo had it covered. Goes right through the wickets, drifts in slowly, and the Yellow Jackets are on the board. They make it 5-1, and that stops the running clock.
Yeah,
Reserve a little bit of time.
You can kind of feel that one coming on. The Yellow Jackets were continuing to get chances in the zone, and the Knights just weren't able to clear. So credit the Yellow Jackets for getting on the board here. Even though it's late in the third period, they trail by 4.
With 7:35 and counting in this one.
They're
A little late putting it up on the official scoreboard. Always makes you question for a second if that actually counted. Did we miss something? We did not. It's a good
I saw
goal.
him pointing down several times.
As the shot attempt now from the Knights. Glove saved by Sodi. Knocked it down. And back the other way comes Manzella. Pushing ahead with some speed. Gets around a couple of men and loses control right in front of Palazzolo, who just blocks it aside. Past the 7-minute mark of the third, it's a 4-goal game. 5-1 in favor of the Knights. Knights push forward once again. Denied entry. Begley sends it around deep as the Knights go off for a change. Collected by Manzella. In the far corner, pushes it ahead to Orlac. Turnover and the shot! In on net, covered up by Sodi. James Robinson had it come right onto his stick and just flung it in on net.
Yeah, Sodi did a nice job going from left to right, left post, right post, following that shot all the way.
6:27 to go in period 3. Shots nearly even, 28-27 in favor of the Knights.
Oh.
Big score differential, though. Knights lead by 4. It's a 5-1 game. Yellow Jackets able to clear their end. Trying to take it further now. They do push ahead. And a good poke check by the Knights. That was Harry Adams who sticked it away. So we get a whistle as the
That's the
puck
call.
ended up back in the neutral zone. 6:04 to go in period 3. We await the official call. May have been offsides upon entry.
Guess so.
Neutral zone face-off from the far dot. Comes to Harry Adams. Sent it over to Rhodey. who sends it down deep. Knights on the attack. And the Yellow Jackets back on the attack now the other way. Wilson chases his own pass behind the net. Now comes Landon Tips. Tips a shot off the side of the goal and back behind. Wilson with it now back over the Tips. Looking for a centering chance, couldn't get there. And it's taken away by the Knights. They play it back behind their own net, 5:20 and counting in period 3. It's 5-1. Knights in front and now threatening for more. Skating on was Hill. Nice job, nice stick work to knock the puck away from him. That was Ethan Falk. This one's a clear look and he scores! James Robinson once again had that clean look. It came right to him and able to put it in at a lot of space on that near side.
Yeah, and that time Sodi was moving a left to right again, and Robinson was able to fire it into the left side of the net, the vacated spot.
Makes it 6-1. The clock will continue to run once again. It's a 5-goal game. 4.5 and counting left in the third period. Yellow Jackets will try to push ahead, just gain some steam to finish this one off, the final 4+ minutes. Racing after the puck, Anthony Manzella gets there ahead of the Knights player. Tries to clear the zone, unable to. It's held in. Now Novak with the puck. On his own end, will try to skate out with it himself. And now sends it forward. Calabrese. Turnover in the neutral zone along the near boards. Novak tries to get it back and does. Novak enters the zone. Just tried to fling it toward the net. It was picked off by Luke Range. Out to the point, held in. Battling with it, Calabrese ends up with Novak back behind the goal. Centers it. Calabrese spins, shoots, hit a body out in front. It's loose. Now back toward the corner. Another centering attempt. And just unable to pull the trigger there was Gage Orlack. Calabrese keeps the zone. And now it flings up and to the blue line. Another nice job. Bodoin able to hold it in. Orlack shoots one into the glove of Palazzolo. He holds. Clock continues to run with a 5-goal game, 6-1 in favor of the Knights. Less than 3 minutes to go in period 3.
Quite the game there from Palazzolo.
29 saves for Giuseppe Palazzolo in this one. Just 1 goal conceded. 2.5 left in period 3. Battle in the far corner. Landon Tips came away with it initially. Now the Yellow Jackets push ahead. Wrap around try, doesn't get there. Knights the other way. They're able to clear it out. And here they come. Ezra Casper, offsides, entering the zone. Harrison Begley was in ahead of the puck. 2:05 and counting, less than 2 by the time the puck drops. 3 minutes to go. Or rather in the third period, 2 minutes to go. In the third, 5-goal game, 6-1 Knights. Knights continue the pressure. The through pass evades everyone, ends up along the near boards. Ricochets behind the net and out to the far corner. Battle for the puck along the boards in that corner, and it's the Yellow Jackets who come away with it. They try to push ahead. They get out of the zone. Enter the other end. And it's poked away. Ezra Casper able to recover for the Knights, and they send it down as they go off for a change. Yellow Jackets recover the puck in their own end. That's Falk, who turns it over. Here's a look for Sarandos. As the puck is held by Sodi. Less than a minute to go. Clock continues to tick down. 30 shots each. But 6-1 Knights will be heading to the championship game tomorrow. And it looks like their opponent will likely be the Vipers. Unofficial final, it says 6-2 over the Jets. If that is the case, the Vipers will be in the championship game against these Knights for the Squirt Minor Championship tomorrow. 20 seconds left.
Each championship game team putting in 6 goals in their final game of the round robin portion.
So that means tomorrow will be 1-0 or
exactly
scoreless going into
mean.
overtime. Yeah.
Yep.
Getting all the goals out of the way here in the round robin stage. Should be a good one tomorrow. We know our matchups. Once this one ticks down, there's the buzzer. And it's a final 6-1 in favor of the Knights. They set up their date with the Vipers tomorrow in the Squirt Minor Championship game, tentative to start at 11:40. Again, that's a flexible time. It's the third game on our slate. We have the Squirt Red Tier 1 game starting at 8:20. It's the Ice Dogs and the Peoria Mustangs. Then around 10 o'clock, we'll have the Tier 2 game, Black Bears and St. Peter's. And then we'll have the Squirt Minor Championship game, Knights and Vipers. Those will be the games tomorrow, Championship Sunday, on Super Bowl Sunday. What a perfect day.
That's right.
To wrap up all the championships you could possibly think of, starting here at the Glenview Ice Center. So it's another good day of hockey. 11 games out of the way on our slate here from the Glenview Ice Center. On behalf of everyone who worked with us today, Adam Schneider,
Drew Thomas,
Eric Willowite, I'm Brandon Januska. This has been Central State's Playoff Hockey.